What's up, this Dane? We in the building, baby. We back for another week of Filoosh Talk, man. What's going on out here, man?
Yeah, man. So, how was your weekend, Dane, man? How was your Father's Day, good brother?
It was a little adventurous, man. You know, Father's Day was something for me. It was very reflective because my father is no longer here. So, you know, I was just sitting back, really reflecting on life, you know, trying to check my situation, you know, check out my relationship with my kids. And, you know, it's just a journey being a father, man. Shout out to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day. This is not an easy thing, you know what I mean, being a father. But I want to touch on it a little bit, like far as just men making choices and women making choices on who you have a kid with, man. See, we in a day and age where I would tell a younger person to kind of wait to have a kid. You know what I mean? If you're not prepared to really get married to a young lady right now, take your time, young brother. Don't make no kid, you know, because it's hard raising a kid if you're really not with the woman daily, just in my opinion. And it can be hard if you're with her daily, you know what I mean?
Thanks.
But, you know, I'm just trying to learn better choices. You know, me at my age, I'm trying to be a teacher and, you know, just pass off game to the youngins, whether it's my sons, my daughter, or somebody else that'll listen. You know what I mean? Because it get real, man. You know, what you do when you're young sculpts your future, man. It's part of what's going to be a part of your elder years, your next life. You know what I mean? So make smart decisions when you're young. You heard me?
Okay.
How was your Father's Day, brother? I don't want to come out preaching, man, but you know I'm feeling a little, you know.
A little way. My Father's Day was good, man. First Father's Day without my pop, so that was kind of weird for me. You know, did a lot of thinking and reflecting. I did work that day, but afterwards it was cool. Spent some time with my youngest and my brother-in-law and myself. We threw some things on the grill. I had sent my sister some money to get us these 2 tomahawk steaks so we can eat like a king on the King's Day. So, you know, I did that, played with my young boy. Then later on, I just kicked it. I didn't do too much. That was Father's Day. And then, you know, Saturday was pretty much chill. Did the daddy thing, but I got to watch the fight, man. You see the fight?
Yeah, man, the fight was it was something else, man. But I want to back up because I ain't get a full story, you know, because I really did have a beautiful actual Father's Day. You know what I mean? Like, I went out with the family. We really ate. We went to a beautiful restaurant. So, you know, I do want to reflect and count my blessings, too. But sometimes we think about our problems before we count our blessings. You know, but back to what you just said, my brother, the fight was crazy. Do you hear me? I don't know when he hit that ball with, but it might have been a truck. You know what I mean?
Listen, I just hope this puts all the bullshit to rest about Tank only being a power fighter, because I think he's a lot more than that, man. That boy's strategic. You know what I mean? He studied the art of boxing. He's an actual fighter, and I think he proved that night. But I will say, his opponent, he was in there. He hung in there for 8 rounds, and he did his thing. But for Tank coming back off of what was like a 14-month hiatus after he got his court troubles and all that.
Yeah.
14 months, man, that boy. what they say on Come to America? That boy good. That boy good.
Well, he fought the fight, man.
He did his thing, man. Put him down.
He stood on everything he was talking about. You know what I mean? That's important.
It was definitely that uppercut that did it. The left hand, just that follow up with the left, just put him down. But that uppercut is the hit. I feel like, you know what I mean, knocked him off his rocker a little bit.
Crazy fight, man. It was something else. But in other sports news, man, Boston Celtics won the NBA championship last night.
My man chipped his tooth.
Shout out. Yeah, man, White chipped his tooth. They ain't nothing, little minor. minor dentist visit. You know, you make $100,000 every week. That's real easy to take care of. Just give me a whole new set. Like, yeah, you hear me?
Bet you that was the first time anybody said it was worth getting my fucking tooth chipped. Playing that fucking game. Boston did a great fucking job. It boiled down to who wanted it more. And we got to see who that was that wanted it more.
Yeah, it was something else. It wasn't this championship was a little different, man. We really didn't know who was going to win, but it was some good basketball played. Shout out to all the teams, man. Boston pulled it out. You know, Brown and Tatum stuck in there for some years, man. They stayed together. They didn't really fight about egos, man, and they reached their destination last night, man, and that's major. You know what I mean? That's major. But well, we gotta talk about some stuff today, man.
What we gonna
talk about, man. You know what I'm gonna tap into, man. I want the ladies to come in the room, whoever, men, fellas, fathers. I want to tell y'all something, man. I want to talk about child support today.
Touchy topic.
I would tap on it, you know what I mean? We're supposed to have a show about it, you know what I mean? But I want to tap on it, man. I hope we can get some people involved, some people to talk. But how important is child support? And what does that look like? I just want somebody to chime in because I got a lot of views on this stuff. And I know it affects a lot of people, you know?
I think it's one of those things.
What's your view, sir?
I think that it is needed in a lot of aspects, but I also feel like it has been weaponized.
No. Hold up.
View, right?
Man, don't come off with no bullshit. I'm going to steam you like a stove, man. Don't tell me no BS. No, I'm talking about from a man's point of view, man. How you really feel, man?
Explain it to
No,
you.
you're giving me the sugar-coated, man. That had a lot of sugar and a lot of chocolate on it. Don't worry about what the women think, what your baby mama think, what the kids think.
Listen.
I want to know how you feel, man.
I'm giving you the real. I do feel like it's needed because there's a lot of women out here that's doing this shit by themselves, and they do need help. The motherfuckers ain't around. You know what I mean? But I do feel like it's also weaponized. It's weaponized for a lot of people. That's a lot of people that always done what they were supposed to do. That's on child support because somebody bitter, whether it's man or female. Now, of course, majority is man paying it. But there are some women that pay child support. I know a sister that paid child support, and she was telling me that it was just because he was bitter. It was her ex-husband. He tried to take everything from her, and he was in a better position when it came to the kids. He got granted custody and the child support thing, and she just felt like it was out of spite.
Well, the average man, she's probably of a low percent, and I would like to do some research and even Google that. But the average man don't even take the woman for child support. They just humbly bow out. Like, you rarely see a lot of men taking women in court for child support. That has to be like a deep case. You know, men are starting to be the strongest thing in society. We start to take care of everything. So the one thing that's big inside of the child support spectrum is, first, we have to base everything on the child, right? And no father can take care of a parent and nobody else. It has to be 100% about the child. And a lot of times we lose focus of that. You know, is this being put into their education? Is this being put into their living situation? You know what I mean? This is important. You know what I mean? Oh, man, somebody chiming out. Hey, we got somebody chiming in. Okay.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Right. And I like that question. Why when women pay, we bitter? But when men pay, it's because we ain't do right. And that's a good question, Mr. Charles.
That's because always when the shoe's on the other foot, it's different. You know, what's good for the geese is not good for the gander sometimes. And I we would need a woman to answer that question. So if y'all out there, y'all watching this, please answer that question for Charles, because I don't want no smoke.
Oh no, I ain't scared, man. I answer any questions you need, brother. I don't care about the smoke, the grill, the hot dog cart. Listen, man, I'm gonna keep it real because a lot of times our young black men are sacrificed for reasons like this, man. I fought for full custody for my 2 teenage boys for over 10 years, man. So I look at this stuff as a very serious thing, man. When we looking at the news every morning and these young brothers dead when we wake up, man. And then we wonder, where the fathers at? Why the mom in the middle of the street crying? You know what I mean? We ain't never given them the whole story, man. Right. And I think sometimes we miss the whole story, man. We got to start. I want to hear more.
I like what she's talking about. She said real women don't put their child on child support.
Hold on, man. We got a super special guest that we're going to bring in on the show. You know what I mean? My man is in the motherfucking building. Mr. Reese, Mr. Uptown Cinnamon.
Where's Reese?
Sorry, I'm late, so I ain't want to talk no fucking sports with y'all. So I ain't come for the first 10 minutes. But I want you to finish talking about child support, dang. Please, let me hear what you got to say about that.
Yeah, I was just giving my spin on it, man. I was trying to tap into my personal situation and not too heavy because, I know.
I thought you said you was going to say everything.
Yeah, you said you were going to say everything.
No.
I was watching on the pull-up, damn.
No, listen, I don't have no reservations, you know what I mean? But I don't get too deep where we're going to drown in the water, you hear me?
Okay.
I let them know because it got to be a teaching tool, man. I might can help a young brother out here who don't understand nothing yet, who don't understand what we're talking about.
I mean, like I said, I think sometimes it's needed because there are a lot of women out here that's playing the role by herself, and she didn't create that child by herself. All right, so but we're not talking about. Well, you can say you're not talking about the ain't shit niggas, right? Who need to be on child support, but there's also cats that's on child support that probably shouldn't be on child support. That do everything that they can to do what they need to do, and they still on child support because somebody bitter. All right, and that's when it gets a little crazy because the women already got the upper hand going into that room.
All right, so can we start the conversation from the beginning? Can I ask y'all some questions about child support?
Yes, sir.
What's the reason for child support? Like, what's the sole purpose for it?
It should be for the total benefit of the kid, to help hopefully their education, their living situation, any means of food and how they live.
It's pretty much to replenish anything that the mom had to kick out throughout that time.
All right.
It's to help her pay for that child.
Okay. So what's the problem with that? If the custodial parent is taking care of them,
it's a problem when it's weaponized. That's what I was saying. It's not child support is not bad, right? But it's only bad when people weaponize it.
I got a good answer for that question.
Okay.
So it's 2 ways that a man can take care of his child. Mm-hmm. It's voluntarily and it's systematically, right? So why take a man to court that's voluntarily willing to do whatever you want? A man that comes from a beautiful family, a man that comes to you and say, listen, sister, how much a month do it take for you to take care of this kid? Whatever the price is. Mm-hmm. I want you to come up with the price. I'm not coming up with it. I might say the wrong number. High, low, middle, in between. So you tell me the number.
Okay.
So what happens is when the system get a hold of a black man or any man, they take probably 30 to 40% of your wages. So the average man inside of that system stop working. Listen, I got my check. It say $84. I'm done. I quit. Where to work at on the street? I'm back grinding. I'm back on the block.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
That really happened to you.
I'm back thinking dark again.
Listen, I had somebody.
Who is finest? Who is this?
I don't know.
Who is this man-hating woman? Real women don't put their baby fathers on child support. Hey, relax. Daddies, maybe. No, men should take care of their children. Let's start there. Men should take care of their children.
But what do you mean by that? When you say that's a broad thing.
So here, what's taking? Because you got to break that down.
Yeah,
what's
you got to break that down. That's easily said.
That's a big thing. It's not just financially.
Hold up, I got another question.
Right.
Hold up. What if you sending all the money in the world over there, right? And they still not taking good care of? What you think?
Then
It's
a system in place, right? There's a system in place where you can have the benefit, right? If you got receipts, if you have proof,
Not true. Not true. Yes. So stop.
Bad.
Do your research first.
Hold up. Let me tell him something. I'm gonna educate.
Y'all scoring men, man.
Hold up.
No, I'm not scoring men.
No. You gotta have all spectrums, man. Even if you in a comfortable situation, man, you can be. Listen, some brothers get knocked out of that situation, and they be like, and they go.
What happened?
Brother, what y'all was saying the resources is again?
It's considered gifts. And again, for the record, I just want to say for the record.
No,
I believe that child support is needed, but it's not. Sometimes it's weaponized.
But everything is weaponized.
No, can I tell you?
Everything can be weaponized.
Hold on, I want to tell y'all
saying that don't pay child support.
Hold on.
I don't pay child support.
I'm gonna tell y'all something funny about the receipts. The judge say, brother, put the receipts away.
Right, that shit is good.
And you know what we want to see? Your pay stubs. And if you don't have it, I'm gonna tell you the third final thing they tell you.
What they tell you?
We don't want to hear you talk. Okay.
And if you don't have them pay stubs, they'll just pull them out.
Hold on. One time I got slick on them, Kyle. I say, man, I can't even find them joints, man. The guy say, hold on.
1 second, please.
I got them right now.
And that's how real it is, right? So they call it gifts.
So let me ask y'all this.
With a receipt.
Yeah, you pay child support?
Yes.
All right, so let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all both this. How do we not get on child support?
I think, I truly think. Let me finish.
How do we not do it?
I think for a lot of people, it don't even matter. Because, for instance, with my last son, before I could even fuck up and you call me ain't shit, it's like 2 weeks after the breakup, I got a letter in the mail. I said, oh shit, this bitch planned it. this was a fucking setup. It was all thought out, all right, mapped out. So I don't think that for some people it is. He ain't shit. She feel like he ain't shit. She been begging for help. He ain't doing what he's supposed to. So yes, his ass need to go on child support.
Okay.
That's not weaponized.
Hold up.
All right. But for the motherfucker that motherfucker's just hurt and bitter, that's a weapon. Yeah, how do you hurt a fucking man, right? When you can't hurt him no other way. You take his fucking money. You take him to the bank.
The welfare system was created to keep us down. The Democratic Party, what it changed into was turned to keep us down. You keep giving us assistance. We need it. So I get it. I get that. But my original question is, how do we stay off child support?
Can I give you the origin? Again. Can I help you? I want to start it from the beginning, and I'm going to help you. Right. As young men.
Okay.
We start off by watching who we put our Peter in.
That's what I was looking for.
We start from the beginning.
Right.
You make wise choices as young men.
Okay.
Every woman is not a good woman to make a baby by. Okay. Every woman is not meant to be a baby mama.
I don't agree with that either. Well, I mean, I agree with that, but I'm saying I don't agree like that's something that had to stop it, because I knew a guy, right? Mm-hmm. He was married to this woman for probably 17 years, right?
Okay.
She was a good woman, good mother, good all that. But the minute they divorced, shit got ugly. He telling me, like, I don't even know who the fuck she is anymore. People get bitter. Emotions get involved. It's not always that the man ain't shit. And that's the only thing that I want to get across to people. It's not always that.
Sometimes it is, though.
And
a lot of my female friends I know that's on child support, the fathers are not contributing, whether financially or physically. You get what I'm saying?
What have I been saying since the beginning of this conversation? That it is definitely needed for the people that don't do what they're supposed to do.
I mean, but I'm only hearing the weaponized, bro. I'm only hearing it being used as a weapon. Like, I know, damn, you had some colorful experience. You had some colorful experiences or whatever. Right? You had experience, but y'all two people.
Right.
I know that y'all know people. I know you know.
No, I know
people that don't take care of their kids.
A lot of everyday working brothers that's good men that I think should have had the opportunity to even raise these young soldiers. So women had the power to sometimes even control that and make our young men not be ready for the world. It's hard to control these young men when they chest sticking out. They're a teenager. They ain't even taking out the trash. Some of these women cleaning these young boys' rooms. These motherfuckers ain't working. They don't have no responsibility. So they end up on the news hurting somebody.
You right.
When we wake up at 6 o'clock, yo, that's so and so's son. That's so and so that used.
But I got contrasting experience. I got a homie that got full custody of his son since he was a baby. Right?
Why? What's wrong with the mom? She on crack or something?
No, she's not on crack. She not on crack or no. He knew that he had to raise his son. He knew that he coming with me.
All right, this is
again. That's not always how it works. Here's the thing with these conversations, right? That kind of get me tight with people. Well, not with you. I'm just saying in general, right? People, throw out things, and it's just like that's not always accurate. What you're saying is not always accurate, and it ain't as easy as that.
No, I mean I get it. It's just two sides of every story.
So it's more than two sides.
No, I'm gonna tell you, Kyle, from experience, it's very hard for a man to get full custody, and the mother is not willing to give him custody, or it's not nothing severely wrong with the mother. It's hard for a man to take a child out of the woman's house and get full custody. It's very complicated. Okay. So if the woman is a little bit biased and she say, "Oh yeah, that's your son," go ahead, take him. That's a way you can get custody.
You got some women like that.
But if you got a bitter woman that don't like the sight of you, that's mad at the world, that ain't happy with herself, her life, and everything, you got a lot of challenges on the way.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all both this because I don't experience this. When y'all down that family court, right? If y'all down that family court, and y'all go down there for a day. What do y'all see in there? Like, what?
Can I tell you?
Yeah,
a bunch of angry motherfuckers.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna set the scene for you Monday morning.
I want to know.
The line is a block long. It's about a block and a half long, and the women are in line actually talking about their case.
Okay.
Hey, that motherfucker, oh dude. Hey, that mother, he's a goofy mother. And you just
everybody got a hate shit nigga in common.
Okay. That's kind of my question right there. So is it brown people? Is it white people on
mostly
line?
Brown.
Right. You get some white folks in there.
You get probably a sprinkle, right?
Yeah, a sprinkle.
Yeah.
But the majority of the line is
because it's only really a sprinkle in the city versus like a lot of county shit. So it's different counties. If you got somebody in Montgomery County, you're gonna see mostly white guys.
Okay.
So it's just demographics.
Okay.
They said, damn, why something got to be wrong with the mom? She got to be on crack. No, that's a good question, Ebony. No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying as severe as crack, it might not be that, but it does have to be something severely wrong with the mother for a father to be able to take the child out that house and get full custody. And it's like to that extremity of what I'm saying. Yeah, it has to be proven.
Hold on, but back to my original line of question, because again, that's not something that I so I just want to know. So you said brown brothers and sisters in this line, majority, right?
Majority.
All right, so let's go back to my original question of how we fix this, right? Black people are bred to hate each other. Would y'all agree?
Yeah, in a lot of ways, yes.
Right, because we the one having this conversation about child support. Okay, I think it's a little less than now, but opinions are opinions, right? So how do we fix that? Because we bred to hate each other. We're bred to hate each other. So how do we fix that part?
I'm gonna say this, right?
It's no easy fix.
Because there's no easy answer to that question. Because if there were, it would have been fixed. Well, now, this has been decades of.
It's easier to lay in that though. It's easier to lay in the toxic shit than to try to find a resolve.
Can I tell you the best way to find a resolve personally?
Yeah, please.
Is to control yourself, to lead with love, to give yourself knowledge, to learn a lot, to know how to see people for what they are.
To not put expectations on motherfuckers.
How they angling you, how they get ready to come at you. You got to be smart. Because if not, we be doing 100 years in the penitentiary, man. I'm dead serious. My case, man, the average man wouldn't have made it through my case, man. I got homies and friends who knock people block off, man. You know what I mean? And I just always try to be humble. I'm never the force. I never try to be the evil head. I always try to lead with love. If it's with regular people, kids, friends, business. And when you turn me wrong, man, I'm just dark. That's all I know, man. Because I'm coming at you humble.
I mean, instinctually, that's what we know. Like, we all come out of trauma, right? We all come out of this thing that we bred to be. You know what I'm saying? So if we leading with love and we being positive and all that good stuff, like, where does the resolve start? Cause this gonna be a circle. Like we envy each other. We trying to step over each other. We like crabs in a barrel.
Well, systematically, we were put in a position to not, bond with each other and to keep us separated. You know, it was like Charles was saying about the whole welfare thing. You know, you put a woman on welfare or Section 8, it stops her from having a man in the house. Man can't be in the house when she on Section 8, or man can't, be around if she getting all these things. It has to come from somebody. So, for instance, my oldest, when I started paying child support, we were together. See, you gotta understand, we were young, ain't no better, listening to our cousins about all the free shit.
When you start paying?
Yeah, all the free shit that we can get, right? So she gets on welfare. Mind you, we 2 young kids.
Right.
We don't know no better.
Right.
Get on this welfare. The welfare comes after the man automatically. So I was with her paying child support. You know, it didn't matter because we were together.
She gave it back.
No. And I didn't expect it.
Hold on.
It don't work that way.
Hold on. I'm moving out after the first payment. I love you and everything.
But Pete, it didn't matter to me because at the time we were together, so the money was just essentially circling its way back to me, to us, to our family. So, that's what I'm saying. It's a little more difficult than what you were saying. And if you ain't been in it, it's kind of hard to really. Now everybody's entitled to an opinion, but it's kind of hard to give a accurate one because it's like, it's not how it works.
There's no accurate opinion in this situation because there's bad situations of child support,
right?
And then are situations where there's needed for child support,
right?
So you can't say an accurate.
No,
I can't give an accurate.
Maybe wrong. Hold up. Okay, wrong choice of words for the accurate part, but it's hard to really cast a heavy opinion when it's something that you haven't experienced.
Yeah, I know what I experienced. I wasn't a child of child support, or I see it, or you know what I'm saying. Like,
a lot of us was child of child support, but it's a whole lot different when you get it taken from you.
When it's you.
So it's you.
But the funny part, I had a homie. I ain't gonna say their name. That remind me of Kyle. That'll be like, Dave, I don't know how you going through this shit, right? He living with his girl, everything, and I used to tell him, I say, listen, one day you might be tested, my brother. Mm-hmm. So when you look at me, know that this time could come around in life, right? So at one point he was tested. Girl woke up one day, man, I'm tired of you, man. Yeah, get going. Yeah, go do something with yourself, right? Motherfucker almost lost his mind, man.
And that's real shit.
Hold on, powerful. So don't cast no shit like that. Yeah. Don't cast. You did that to that young man. Listen, he might get tested, and then the nigga got tested. Don't say that shit to me.
But look, that's real shit.
Don't say it to me.
I'm not. But this friend, remember the friend I told y'all? Remember the friend I told y'all that wife, they was married for fucking damn near. My oldest is 20. They was married for 17. They just got divorced, so they like 18 years, right? Been only divorced a couple years. He used to have an opinion all the time, right? Yeah. And I used to tell him, stop fucking talking about my shit when you have no fucking idea, right? But that's when he was good. Now he coming to me like, you right. And I said, you fucking right.
What's that lawyer name?
He's asking me questions now, right? Because now the woman that he thought would never put him on no fucking child support, never take him to the bank for everything he's got. Guess what she turned into?
Kyle, guess how easy it is. Look.
You get easy as 1, 2, 3.
That man was ready to break up with his chick. She on the phone with her girlfriend. You know how much fucking money he make, girl? He work for the city. I'll be down there on Monday.
So it happens, man. And God forbid, and I pray for all you gentlemen that ain't in it, that you never have to go through it. Because you know how that saying, Misery Loves Company? Well, I would never want you to be in that situation.
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this.
Unless you ain't shit, and then you deserve it.
How y'all feel about men who don't take care of their kids?
They ain't shit.
I feel like I'm paying for them low life motherfuckers every day.
They ain't shit.
We pay for the percent. Let me tell you, the child support payers pay for the percent of men that's on Social Security, that don't work, that sell crack, weed, fentanyl, pills, that don't get a baby mama a quarter. They still got the pack of loud in front of the smoke shop. We paying for all those guys, man. You know?
That's so true. Look, right? I hear so many women, right? I hear the other side. I hear so many women saying that, damn, when I tell them the stories and shit, damn, I never put my baby down. He ain't never do nothing. Or he ain't never do a piece of what you do. And it's like, damn, all the niggas that really ain't shit, they don't pay child support. They chillin'.
They ain't got nowhere to draw the child support from.
They chillin'.
So like,
let me tell you something. You gonna do something because that's where you go if you don't pay child support. And they come for you.
You go to jail.
You go to fucking jail.
Go to jail.
All right?
Oh, no,
So
let me tell you something, man. If they don't have nothing to take from, they can't really take you to the penitentiary. These guys telling them they only can pay $20 a month.
And they pay $20 a month.
So but they're paying something. So yes, it will force them to be able to do something, and they're gonna make you go through probably a whole bunch of programs and shit like that. Now that side, I don't really know because I'm not on that side. I'm not on that side.
Hold up, do y'all know that every Valentine's Day they come collect all the men in the city of Philadelphia that owes a certain amount of child support and lock their ass up a couple of days before Valentine's Day?
No, you ain't about to take that woman out on a nice date and you don't take care of your kids.
Not this year. No Red Lobster this year. Give me those biscuits.
You in the clanky clank for a few days.
I don't want to be this guy, right? But I just want y'all to have the same energy for the deadbeats, you know what I'm saying, as you do for the system.
We sit there talking about the deadbeats right now.
If a man take care of his child, how could we sympathize?
Because I know one thing, right? Just like, in my 37 years of living and talking to people will create a perception. So like, I'm not saying about that to you brothers, right? But a motherfucker be like, yeah, man, she got me on child support and boo, 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 boo. And he ain't shit. And he don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these women being here really busting their ass for these kids, man. Taking them to doctor's appointments. They there when they sick. They got to feed them every day. They doing homework, yo. And
Guess what, Kyle? We not talking about them women.
Okay.
We're not talking about those women.
Talking about the women.
And hold up, we don't want to get
but some of them women are watching the show, so shout out to them.
Okay, we're going to shout them out.
It's always shout out to them.
We don't want to offend the women.
It's always shout out to
Let's pause the whole show. The real women, the good mothers that care about education, that care about their kids, their well-being, that when they leave the father, they put the whole focus on the child. We're not talking about them.
I think that was needed. I think that was needed.
We're not talking about them. Hold on, the moms that's doing homework right now and cooking dinner. We're not talking about them, my brother. Okay, not tonight. We ain't talking about them. Shout out to them. God bless them. Okay,
God bless y'all.
And again, right? Grease pop on y'all while y'all cooking, while y'all watching Filoosh talk.
Right. Listen, and again, from the very beginning, I said it is needed for the ones that don't do shit. You know what I mean? I said that from the very beginning. So one thing I don't want people to do is paint this fucking picture, right? That we just sitting here talking about everybody, because there's never a full 100% of anything. There's always a percentage that's on the opposite end of things. We're not talking about the ones that's busting their ass. Yes, y'all deserve y'all child support. But we're talking about simply about, and I don't want to say the B word, but I'm going to say the unstable creatures who just simply do it because they're mad and bitter.
I'm going to give y'all another perspective. Some of the men who work 2-3 jobs and out here busting their ass to pay these child support payments, it takes away from time with the kid. Also, we never talk about that part. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Some of these women are getting large lump sums of money that it would be unrealistic for a man to have a lot of hours, a lot of the week besides this, and also take care of himself.
Because exactly.
Yeah, we gotta factor that in sometime. We don't talk about that. We stop talking about the kid. We start talking about payments, this, that, and the other. A lot of these kids gets lost in this. You know what I mean? Right. Just my opinion.
And that's what brings me back to the whole thing when I said taking care of children is more than financial. You have to have time. You have to be there emotionally, as well as the finance part. So if we're talking about taking care of children, you would want that person to be able to have time as well as the financial part. And in a lot of cases for a lot of these guys, because face it, I was reading something where it said the average African American male only makes $50 a year. So when you're throwing things like that, now that's the average. So think about all the people that's making under that and paying. You still got to be able to do things and feed yourself and have a place for you to live and all those things, right? And at the same time, you're not going to be able to have time to do that.
Not being
because you got to work a lot. So it's a lot tied into it. It's a lot tied into it.
Not being judgmental, but if you make under $50K a year, put a condom on. You should not be having raw sex, busting in women.
That is true.
Trying to bring kids in the world. You make less than $50K, that's almost poverty. You know what I mean? That's real. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be worried about trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you
Kyle, you know how many guys
that's
on $50K?
Yeah, that's
a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah,
they somewhere bouncing off a wall.
I can't believe you really saying that song.
I ain't have a baby till I was 37, so don't ask me. Don't talk about what song I'm singing.
There's some motherfuckers that just simply now. Me for one, I'm good, but there's like you said, there's a lot of guys who make a significantly less
than $50K.
Then
put a condom on.
Motherfuckers that's for instance, motherfuckers that's making $15,000, $16,000 an hour make less. $17,000, $19,000 an hour.
They shouldn't be having raw sex. Raw sex is for responsible people. All right? It's responsible. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so easy to fall into some coochie and bust a nut and make a life. It's so easy to do that, yo. And we be broke and destitute and hopeless and shit, yo. So back to my original question, right? 9 times out of 10, the clues are there that this woman is a what Corey Holcomb say, a funky dog head bitch. Or
no, hold up. He called it an ain't shit bitch.
Okay, the clues are there. The clues are there. You know what I'm saying? Busting a nut will definitely put that haze on you. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to prioritize. We prioritize. We make better decisions. We do better things. Y'all agree with that?
I agree with that.
So you know how we start that out?
A lot of us want to start that out
with the young people.
My bad, Dan. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just tell you how we start that out with the young people by telling them to wait on having kids. Pour into yourself. Go get educated so you can make over that 50. Go get you a trade. Go get you a career. Find out about yourself before you bring that life in. So
we gotta do more than tell them.
That's making kids cannot be on that side that you're talking about.
We gotta be more than tell them. We gotta show them too.
I want to say like 15 episodes ago, Dan, you was touching on the black man not having confidence in himself to go out here and execute things and go out here and to make good decisions, right? And I think that's a big problem too, man. Like we need validation. We think that the more coochie we get, the cooler we are and things of that nature, man. If we, again, prioritize, make better decisions, man.
But it don't only be us.
See, and that's another thing, right? You have to understand that that's both parties, because and according to how you're saying things, right, and what a man should do, right?
No. I ain't saying man.
I'm sorry, not people, a man. What people should do, right? That's definitely an all around thing, because people, you're in this in love phase, right? You tend to just make all the fucking wrong decisions. Right, the decisions that you might think that's okay during the time,
right?
And you make the wrong decisions. But now, here's a baby. Now it's too late. Now you got to figure this shit out.
And figure it out.
Okay, Charles said
it's something that don't.
Charles said the fellas got to also stop being salty and stop messing with the kids when they done with the mom. That's what I'm getting from what he was saying.
That's the thing too.
That's a big thing.
That's a thing.
That's a big thing. A lot of kids are fatherless because of that.
So, one thing I also see men do, right, is try to control their baby mom situation, right? They try to control it. They want to throw a monkey wrench in it. You ain't going to move on. I'm going to make you and the kids miserable. You know what I'm saying?
That's the suckers, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of suckers, though. It's a lot of suckers.
I let you fly to the moon.
See, I've never been that type of guy. I've never been that type of guy, because my thing is this: mama got to be happy too. Because you
can't control a human being.
Mama got to be happy too, and as long as you are not hurting my child, then I'm cool with it. My kids come to me and say, "Hey, I like this guy." I'm cool with it. I ain't never been that type.
And Charles touched on something that was important. What he kind of was saying, a lot of men too, that hurts the men that's on child support. When they leave these women, they stop messing with their kids also.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. And some men actually tell women that.
I ain't seeing them kids if you ain't. Yeah, that's
or they call.
I ain't getting no more of that cootie box, girl. Right. Listen, I see them next year.
Or they call and talk to her, and the whole 15, 20-minute conversation, they ask one question about their kid.
Yep.
So when we
So
have
fuck them niggas.
when
They
we
deserve
having
it.
this show, bro, we ain't really talking about those guys.
Yeah.
We talking about people who really like.
Oh, we're not talking about overall, like
No,
child
I'm
support.
talking
yeah.
about people who want to focus on the actual kid. We know it's a lot of silly and goofy people out here. I'm saying a guy who calls his baby mom and argue or talks to her about something that don't have nothing to do with the kids. That's silly. I'm talking about. We got to get back to the actual kids. That's the reason for even talking about child support, even having this conversation. A lot of kids get lost in this, man. Real rap.
And a lot of kids don't get the
young
money
men.
that you pay.
Right.
And then they asking questions to you. Well, Dad, you never did this. You never did
Do
that.
you think that child support should be handed to the child? Like, here, that's just for you.
No, but I think they should know that their dad played a part.
So, all right, so let's act like it's not child support, right? If you in the house with your lady and your kids, and you paying bills and the lights on and food, you telling the kids that, hey, that's
No, they automatically know,
that's $6 of broccoli you eating.
No, you ain't the bill from everybody hates Chris.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
You're not
but
saying
it's-
it. You're
it's
not
sincere.
saying it in that way, but you are letting them know that
You're showing
hard.
You're showing them by with the
maintaining,
money
yeah.
that you kick out, the things that you do, that you taking care of home.
Yeah, we are your parents.
You
See,
know,
when you have
the
that
lights
mindset,
ain't
that
on.
could go a long way. Hey, Dad, can I get the $500 sneaks online? That's how fast a kid will touch you. Yeah, Dad, I seen them new products. Can you help me? Matter of fact, I'm going on Prime. It costs $10,000.
Call it 10. Yo, can we talk about that for a minute, y'all? Just for a second. Yo, it's funny you say that, yo. Why do we spend so much money on primes and shit? Why
Can
do
I
we do
tell
that?
you
the
why?
black community is silly sometimes. God damn it!
That's how we
Like,
flex.
what the fuck?
That's how we show we got
motherfuckers
money.
to do that, but got roaches in their crib. You ain't pay for an exterminator. You know, motherfuckers. That's the same reason why motherfuckers drive around in fucking Audis and Benz, but they still living with their mama. You know, or whatever the case may be. Black people, we have always done that. We are materialistic.
Man,
We are the number one buyer in America. That is, we
They
are.
spending 20 and 30,000 on primes now, man.
But I'm gonna tell you why it's happening. I'm gonna tell you why it's happening.
Because they can't spend it on weddings.
Yeah, we not having enough weddings.
They can't spend it on
And
weddings.
then they go full circle about child support, y'all. Like, we need to get back to love, yo. So I read
How
this.
we do that?
I'm gonna tell you, I read this interesting article. In the last 20 years, there has been an uptick, 60% of black men in these homes, right? So it was this narrative where, you know, black men and the black woman, they hate each other. They're not in the children's lives. That's not true no more. That's not true, but it's not being highlighted. We still acting like it's good time, like it's the role in them. It's not like that no more, yo. We in these homes, we in these children's lives, you know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, I'm a big supporter of that, man. Any man who in the home with the woman, y'all doing everything to raise the kid, to teach him good values. I love it, man. But it's just high numbers of young people making kids and not staying with the woman. They not even with the women by the time of conception. You know, these are the numbers that's out right now. I'm talking about the younger generation. So we just got to teach good choices, man. Freedom, education, take your time. You know, I heard you say something that was very important I want to touch on.
Okay.
And I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
Why did you wait to 37 to have your first kid?
I ain't want a baby mom.
Okay.
I saw the things that was happening around me. I saw my friends having trouble with women that they didn't want to be with, and I don't have the temperament for that shit, yo. Like, I don't have the temper. If I'd have had a baby mom that I had to struggle with in a broken family, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with y'all today. You get what I'm saying? No, real rap. So,
Yeah, Lifetime movie.
you get what I'm saying?
So
I
if
wasn't
you-
sitting here, so
Listen, if you had that
What are you
temperament,
really saying, my man?
when you
I said what I
had that
said.
temperament and you say, damn, you got some colorful stories, brother, if you had any kind of temperament, you would not survive the day
Right.
around me, man.
no, I understand.
You'd be like, dang, let's go get them motherfuckers.
I was very careful though. I was very careful. It was intentional of me and my
Abortions don't
child,
count.
yo. I ain't have a lot of them
I'm not
Jones.
sure.
Yeah, everybody say I ain't have a lot of them Jones. Yeah, man.
But
He
get,
said I have a lot of them.
getting back
Shout
to-
out, man.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that be talking about team no kids, male and female. There's a lot
No
of
kids is no kids, however you put it.
However you shaped the
However you shape the brick. No kids is
I
no
don't
kids.
care if you went to the little Jamaican lady in the back alley with the hanger. Doesn't matter.
That was crazy.
That's it.
Yeah, we're
Y'all
all
live so graphic, right?
Golly.
But pretty much
Kids watching it.
Strong young brother right there. Okay. Mr.
No,
Charles, Mr. Charles want to salute you, young brother. He said you a strong young
I
brother.
appreciate you,
For
Charles. I
everything that
appreciate
you
that.
said. Yeah, on this show, man, we want to drop knowledge. We really not bashing no women. You
Not
know,
at all,
I don't
man.
want to bash no mothers, no hard-working women, no single mother. There's are a lot out there. I'm just talking about to the small percent.
And I just want to say, man, y'all are definitely super women. Y'all wear many hats: career woman, mother, wife. So we do give big ups and big props to y'all. And this wasn't for y'all, the good ones. This was just strictly about
Y'all punishing the bad ones, y'all smacking the deadbeat moms. This ain't for the good ones. This for the picklehead bitches.
Real quick, before we go any further, and I feel like we haven't said this whole show. This month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, right? And it gets overlooked, I'm sorry, like every other man's holiday. Father's Day.
Touch on that.
Father's Day was overlooked.
How was y'all Father's Day?
My Father's Day was all right.
National Father's Day was a beautiful day. You know what I mean? My young lady got me the good flavored colognes. We had some good seafood. I had a beautiful day with family and loved ones. Went out to a new nice restaurant. I can't tell everybody, hey. I don't want to see nobody there. You know what I mean? So I gotta tell you.
And you know, mom was pretty good too. I hung out with my youngest. You know what I mean? Me and my brother-in-law put some food on the grill, so it was a good time for me. And of course, I worked, like I said earlier in the show. But I had a good time, man. But Father's Day is, you know, nobody really cares about it. But just like Men's Mental Health Awareness
We gotta
Month.
find out how Kyle Father's Day was, man. We ain't getting no.
So I wanna piggyback on something Ann said. You said nobody cares about it. So this year, so let me tell you something about me, y'all. I be wanting the world to stop when it's a holiday geared towards me. I want the world. I want roses thrown at my feet. I want trumpets playing and shit, yo. But let's be real, that ain't never gonna fucking happen unless I do it myself. So I said this year for Father's Day, I'm gonna do all the things that I want to do. I'm gonna celebrate myself. Now I'm not saying that people didn't celebrate me. I just, I had a good Father's Day because it was intentional.
That's a good thing.
It was intentional.
Good thing.
And sometimes you gotta do that, man. You just do things for yourself. Like, for instance, I went out to eat some seafood by myself today. And it felt real good, man. And the bill was a whole lot cheaper.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. When you eat your seafood, right? Did you lick your fingers?
Fuck no, I ain't lick my
So that's sassy as shit.
But I did have a boiled egg in my seafood.
Then you definitely licked your fingers. You lying,
I
nigga.
definitely did. It's wet naps. I use the wet naps. You know what I mean? I like the wet
I
naps.
asked that, right, because it was this girl I know. She went on a seafood date with some guy she liked. He got her roses, all that good stuff. He was just doing his thing. And they sat down, ate seafood, and he went. And she got up, went to the bathroom, and never came back. Never seen a nigga again.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But
He was sucking on his fingertips.
I do think that's sassy. I
That's
do.
sassy as
I think
shit,
it's
but that's-
sassy. Yeah, you should have wiped your hands, young brother. You should
Now,
have
that's
wiped your
sassy,
hands.
but eating boiled eggs in your seafood broil isn't. And
I
feel like
thought
because
you
Willa had
told
said
me-
that was sassy. And
I
don't
thought you
think-
told me the chick said that was quite sassy.
Yeah, Will Willa said that.
That
She
is,
said
it
that.
is kind of sassy.
To have a boiled egg in your fucking seafood, what
I
makes
think-
that sassy?
I think a man with a seafood bag kind of sassy. This is me though. That's just me.
Hey man, listen,
just
cut
me.
that bullshit out,
Niggas
dog.
eating boys. You had a hookah with it when you was eating your seafood.
No, hold on, hold on.
I'm very
We gotta
confident
stop,
in myself.
'cause I eat seafood, brother. That is not sassy.
I'm very
You eat
confident.
boiled
Man,
bags.
they
You eat boiled
seafood,
bags.
man. I
You
eat
gotta
all
eat it out
kind
the
of
pan.
crabs.
You can't eat it out the boiled bag. That
When
shit's
you go
sassy.
to a restaurant, it's gonna be in the fucking bag, Kyle.
You gotta tell them like, don't put my shit in the bag.
That don't make any fucking sense.
Since what we got 10 minutes, let me tell y'all all the sassy shit. Eat ice cream off an ice cream cone. That shit's sassy.
Yo, somebody.
Oh, man. We can't be
confident
this
in myself,
sensitive
man.
as friends.
That.
Hey, I'm glad you said that.
I'm
I hate when motherfuckers tell me they confident in themselves. It's like an excuse to be gay and shit. Like,
So
confident in myself.
So eating a fucking ice cream on an ice cream cone makes you.
Sassy. It's not gay because it's not.
That is
yeah,
crazy.
It's definitely
Please
sassy.
refrain from words. Please refrain from words like gay on Filoosh.
Right. That's not mean gay. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Happy.
Listen, when he say those things, he's speaking for himself, not on the
But it is
Filoosh
sassy.
talk.
It is sassy, yo. Yeah, gay was an immature word. I didn't mean to say gay.
Yeah. That's not for the.
But sassy though. But it's definitely sassy. Boiled bags, ice cream cones.
There's nothing sassy about that.
It is, yo.
Young brother said he had a phenomenal Father's Day, and his family definitely throw the roses at his feet, and that comes from putting his family.
So you showing off, Charles? I told you I want a rose at my feet. You gonna tell me they threw it at yours? That's crazy, Charles. That's nuts. But no, you're right, and you probably deserve it, brother. You probably deserve the roses at your feet, man. You got to put them first every day.
And it's good that a brother can highlight something like that, man. We gotta also focus on the people that love us and really fuck with us, man. Sometimes we get caught up in the haters who ain't supporting us, who don't like us, who love us, man.
Who love us?
Who love us?
Listen, it's very important to go somewhere where you're loved and not tolerated. You know what I mean? Go where you're celebrated and not tolerated, because it's very important, man. And for all you men, happy Mental Health Awareness Month to you. You know, that shit got overlooked. Even at the job, that shit was overlooked by Pride Month. I got kind of upset.
So how do we
It's always going to be overlooked by Pride Month.
What do we do?
God damn it.
What do we do as brothers to work on our mental health, man?
I'm glad you asked that, man.
Good
so
question.
more love, yo. More leading with love. So like what I see is, I know how I grew up. It's a lot of bidding, right? A lot of jokes and things of that nature, and we think that's like camaraderie and love, but it ain't. It's not, right? So that same time you take to tell a joke about a motherfucker, tell a nigga he fat or ugly, whatever the case might be, use that same and be positive, right? I saw this post where men walking through the market and this lady, she going to him and telling him, "You handsome today." And these motherfuckers was melting. They was smiling ear to ear and shit. We need more of that. We need more of that, y'all. Lead with love.
And also to hit on that's very important. As men, we got to reach an age and a level of maturity where playing with your homie is kind of cut out, because sometimes it crosses lines. Like, I don't play with my homies. All that I fuck you up, you gay, you did it. Look, I don't play. Listen, I got too much shit going on to play with you, all right? You know, so
always got some bad habits.
I don't know. I might believe you. What the fuck you mean you gonna fuck me up?
That's what I'm saying.
What you mean?
You know, so we do gotta stop that. And when you're around people, it look kind of goofy. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people don't know how to take that relation. Damn, is they cool or do they don't like each other?
Like Ho said, from a distance, people can't tell who's who. Yeah. So it happens. But also, man, just taking time for yourself. Like I said, today I went to eat by myself, and I chilled, and it was a good time. It was a vibe for me. I don't do that often, you know. Normally, if I'm out, I'm with someone else, and I'm fucking paying. So it was a whole lot cheaper. All right, needless to say, it was cheaper, and it was just a good thing to just chill. Like, I really chilled. Had my drink, ate my seafood with my hard-boiled egg. You know what I mean? No, I did not lick my fingertips.
Shit, you might as well have, boiled bag and
Let me ask y'all something real quick, and y'all can save it for next week if you want, but is it sassy to eat your fucking seafood with a hard-boiled egg? Because if it is, then I'm a sassy motherfucker.
With a boiled bag. Like, if you had that shit in the pan,
I like boiled eggs. I got introduced to the shit for the first time a couple months ago, and I think it's good. A hard-boiled egg with seafood is good.
You know you wasn't supposed to eat that boiled egg, boy.
Who the fuck said so?
It's sassy as shit, yo.
What makes it sassy? Is it sassy?
The fact that you took yourself on a date, they have seafood, was a sassy thing. You might as well have got your feet down when you were done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, talk about. Yo,
I know you got your feet down, boy.
I have got a pen with a pedicure right now.
You got a mani pedicure?
Hold on. Just my toenails clip. That's it. They crushed the crust off the bottom of my heel.
I believe
That's
it.
about it.
I think you got a clear coat.
I had it, right? First time I did it.
Clear nail polish?
Hold on. Sidebar. I know why women get it now, because the shit feels good. I'll be honest.
Self-care is definitely...
The first time I did it was with a girlfriend. And she took me, and let me tell you, it felt fucking good.
No, men, is good to get your feet done. Y'all men with them hard feet,
them jungle rock alligator
toenails. You under the sheets with your girl. You touch her legs, she start bleeding. You know, get your feet done, man. Lotion them legs and them feet, man.
I spent a lot of money on socks.
Right. He got a lot of holes in them, probably.
I don't.
Because he think it's sassy to go get his feet done.
No, I just clip my nails myself.
What you doing about that crusty ass hill?
If you moisturize the hill, don't get crusty. You see what I'm talking about, dog? Sassy shit. You trying to make it cool to go get a mani petty.
I ain't say nothing about no man.
After you had your seafood boiled
I never
back.
got my hands done, okay? It was always, I never got my hands done.
He's a thought, Ab. He is. He's a thought.
Hey, Ab, why I gotta be a thought, man? I ain't a thought to get my feet done.
Blowing hookah, listening to the city girl.
Extra obey, extra butter.
Was you on the phone while you was eating your seafood?
No, I was actually on YouTube, motherfucker.
I'm just asking. I'm asking what you watching on
Let me
YouTube.
tell y'all something, man. Nothing is sad. Filoosh Talk. Always watching Filoosh Talk. All right, so go back and watch it like that.
That was good marketing. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Filoosh Talk. It's definitely 35, 36 episodes of this shit, so you can't.
It's something to watch, all right?
Guess what, man? I gotta tell y'all something before we close, man. This episode really turned out good, man. I had a good time, man. I'm glad Kyle came through, Mr. Uptown Cinema. We just had a good time. That's all this show is about. And anything y'all want to say in closing before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, but brothers, thank you for having me up here today. I had a good time with y'all.
Sure.
Invite me more. I would like to be a featured guest though. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't about nothing, man.
All right.
Definitely ain't about
gotta
nothing,
be around
man.
good people, man.
I'm glad you definitely came. The show was definitely a good one. We definitely appreciate it. It was a surprise to me, so
Yeah.
We throw some monkey wrenches in there sometime, man. It's Filoosh Talk, man.
They got 4 minutes on beat on.
you going
Yeah, that's it. What's up? Yeah. Oh, the rappers been coming up here. Shout out to Wink, Ricky Santiago, Big Nah. I got bars for you niggas though if you want it.
Next time he come. Next time he come.
I want to hear fucking freestyle. We got a couple
You gonna respect mine. Tight grip on the desert resume, heavy, went in trouble, nigga, check mine. Woo!
Listen. Time out. Did y'all just see how that man was gripping that damn mic, but he talking about everything being sassy?
Yo, we out,
Yo,
man.
keep your face to yourself, yo.
We'll see y'all next week, man. Shout out.